The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O, the R, the K. Look yourself in the face. Look yourself in the mirror. Ask yourself, are you giving 120% every day? Every play? Give me 120 or don't give me nothing at all. The guy you competing against, you haven't outworked him. You've not outworked the person next to you. You've not out-hustled them. You've not out-rhymed them. You've not outdone them. You're not locked in. Bring all your passion. Bring heart. Every single game, every single play. Put forth 120% or don't ask nobody to do nothing to you. The W, the O, the R, the K. The W, the O.
What's up? What's going on? Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Friday, baby. TGIF, man. I don't know if my man Timsky's done streaming over there or not. Can't wait for him to get up in the room, man. It is Friday. Last day of the market opening until Tuesday, because Monday is Martin Luther King Day. So the markets will be closed. A lot of people will be off. A lot of stuff will be going on. So definitely going to be a pretty exciting day in the markets today, I think, just because we're in for that long weekend. So I think it's going to be a good day in the markets. We're going to see. Ain't looking so hot to start, but we'll get into that here in a minute. But man, it's been a hell of a week, man. It's been a hell of a week in crypto. It's been one of them weeks where you just look at it and you're like, damn, man, it's been a hell of a week, man. An up and down roller coaster. We gonna try to figure this damn thing out moving forward. But there's a lot of exciting stuff going on in the markets right now. Both the stock market and the crypto market, a lot of exciting stuff going on. We always knew that the two would cross over at some point, the stock market and the crypto market, and they crossing this week, man. They're getting ready to cross over and be about the same here in a minute. So we all knew it was coming, and it's here, and we get ready to rock it, man. I don't know. People better get ready. We've been telling you guys to get ready. It's about time to get ready. So we're going to go ahead and get into it. Good morning, Doc. Good morning, Doc. How are you? I hope you're doing well this morning. We had some good laughs last night, man. And, you know what I'm saying? We had some good laughs last night, man. Like getting on people, man. So we had some great laughs. So definitely always about the laughs, always about the fun, always about having fun. While I'm talking to you guys, I gotta go and make this adjustment to my YouTube. So while I'm talking, I'm gonna make this adjustment so that I don't forget to do it later. But yeah, markets are going to be good, man. Markets are going to be good. We're having fun. I think we're right there on the doorstep of the bull run. I think we're knocking on the door. I think it's right there. I think we're right there on that doorstep. The market caps are looking good. Everything is looking good for the bull run. So I think we're right there, and I think as we move forward, what you'll find out too is, excuse me, as we'll move forward, I think what you'll find out too is these ETFs are going to play a key role in that bull run and moving forward. So I think we're I think we're right there. Selmo, good morning, man. We were just talking about you last night, man. Where the hell is Selmo? Good morning, brother. Good morning, man. I'm so happy to see you in here. We were talking about you this morning. Yesterday. We were wondering where you been, man. I told him I was telling everybody, man, where we're at right now. We're in the middle of a storm. You know what I mean? So my man Selmo probably out there like me shoveling his way out. You know what I mean? So, but good to see you, Selmo, man. We're just talking about you, I'm wondering where you been. But let's go ahead. Let's look at these markets real quick. The Asian market, you know what I'm saying? It left us in not such of a great position when they closed. We got the European market. They opened up pretty strong today so far. So this is going to kind of give us hope going into this long weekend on how strong the European market is, that the rest of the markets will follow suit here in the European nations. But when you get over here to the United States pre-markets, we're all in red. The S&P keeps flipping between red and green this morning, but we're all in red. They're not looking too strong. They're not looking too hot. But we had inflation data that came in yesterday, hotter than usual. Timsky, what's up, my brother? What's up? How are you, man? I hope you had a great stream this morning. But we actually had inflation data came in yesterday. Not too great, man. It actually was hotter than normal. Kind of expected this. If like I put a post out yesterday, if you've been to the store lately, if you try to buy a house, if you try to buy a car, if you try to do anything, you know that inflation's not coming down. We knew that last number from that they came out with the inflation data. That last number was a little misleading. And obviously, this number came in a little bit hotter than what was expected. What does that mean? That just means that we're not looking for an interest rate cut anytime soon. I think we're going to stay pat with where we're at. I don't think we're going to get an interest rate increase, but I don't think we're going to get an interest rate decrease anytime soon, at least going into the first half of 2024. I don't think that's coming. That inflation data was real hot, man. It came in really, really rough. And you've seen it have a negative effect on the stock market yesterday. But also the banks are reporting today, and they're not going to look too hot either. And I think that's why we're starting in red. Actually, JP Morgan already reported this morning, and their earnings were not so great. So I expect everybody else to follow. I'm waiting for our boy Dirty Gary to come on CNBC within an hour here. He's going to come on. We got and talk about the Bitcoin spot Bitcoin ETF. We got some news on Dirty Gary too. But he's going to come on and try to explain himself with his Mickey Mouse looking. But look, Discord, man, cut 17% of its employees. So if you're on Discord over here and playing around on Discord, just understand that if things start to slow down or things don't look right, it's because they cut 17% of their employees. So understand that, man. RJ, what's going on, man? Got that roaring kitty, baby. Got that roaring kitty in the house. So for those of you guys who don't know, I bought into a spot Bitcoin ETF yesterday called HODL by Van Eck. I bought this one. I think RJ bought another one. But I stayed away. From Grayscale because their fees are just freaking outrageous. But they had Grayscale actually had an amazing day yesterday on the stock market. But their people will realize that their fees are absolutely crazy. But HODL's looking at 52.92 right now, down a little bit from yesterday, which you're going to expect. You're going to expect yesterday when these things were released that these spot Bitcoin ETFs were going to fly and then they're going to consolidate a little bit. I don't think that they're all going to make it, to tell you the truth. I think that with these spot Bitcoin ETFs, I don't think they're all going to make it. I think that you're going to see some of the bigger companies start to buy out some of the smaller companies. But I bought the Van Eck one. It's called HODL. It's sitting at 52.92 right now, is where it's going to open. But definitely the fees were lower on this one. They're in a lower tier. So if you're going to buy a spot Bitcoin ETF, make sure you're checking out the fees, because the fee schedule is very different amongst them all, and you could really get jacked if you buy into one of them with some high fees. So make sure that you really are paying attention to these fees, because, like I said, some of these fees on these spot Bitcoin ETFs are just outrageous. Grayscale being one of them. Their fees are absolutely outrageous. I mean, they'll come down over time, but I wouldn't buy into a Grayscale ETF right now just because of that. But I bought HODL yesterday, which is the Van Eck one. So, and I bought mine on Robinhood. Mr. P, good morning, my brother. How are you, man? How are you? RJ, that dry puss. Yeah, RJ got that kitty, man. What's up, Big Watch dudes in the building? What is up, my brother? I bought. Okay, you bought in the iShares. Okay, all right, yeah. That's the fees on that one ain't bad either. I was in between the two. But I went with the HODL one, mainly because I love the ticker, right? HODL, and the fees were right. And I love the ticker, so we'll see. Be careful when you buy these too, though, because if you sell these within 12 months, you're gonna pay a fee. You're gonna pay a fee for that. So know what you're buying. Know what you're buying into. You know what I'm saying? So you know that there's a fee that goes along with selling them things early. I bought MKRE this morning. What's MKR? What's MKRE, Roger? Is that another shit token? Is that another token we gotta talk about? Gemini. Gemini is the custodian for Gemini. Selma, you're right. Yeah, Gemini is the custodian for the Van Eck one. I use Gemini. So I'll probably stay with the Van Eck. And when the spot Ethereum ETF is out, Van Eck, we'll get into this in a minute, but Van Eck applied for that spot Bitcoin ETF already. I mean, spot Ethereum ETF already. So I'll probably stay right there. But we'll see. It all depends on what that fee schedule is. Ken, good morning, my brother from the other side of the pond. What is going on? Yeah. So I'll probably stay over here. But if the fee schedule is crazy, then then I'll go somewhere else. I do bad. Sometimes the ticker will get you. Yeah. These are long-term holds, man. These are definitely long-term holds, man. So I'm holding my spot Bitcoin ETF, and I'll probably add to it actually. We'll see these ETFs hit over 100 in a few months. I agree, RJ. I think that we're gonna see these spot Bitcoin ETFs go crazy. I do think that they're gonna move. They had a ton of money go through them yesterday, and I'll tell you. We'll review a little bit of that, and I'll tell you exactly how much money went through them. They beat expectations. I'm not buying anymore. I'm not buying any more Any more shit coins? RJ's out of the meme coin space. All right, bro. All right, man. Make sure you make your money back off of that pussy, man. Off of that kitty. I bought more. I bought more iShares. iShares this morning. Okay, you bought more this morning. I'm gonna wait. I want to see if the same money flows through them on today, and then we'll see. I may go back in for a couple more myself. One reason I love I love Weeble being yeah, Weeble's good too. Like I said, I bought mine on Robinhood, but Weeble's good too. Why buy spot Bitcoin ETF instead of BTC? It's it's about diversifying, right? So I have BTC. I buy Bitcoin every single week, regardless of the price. I have a set day in which I buy Bitcoin every single week. But I'm gonna diversify into some of the spot ETFs as well, just because it's all about diversification, right? I like the hodl. yeah. Well, we all got to hodl something, right? So that's why it's all about diversification, right? So it's about diversifying that portfolio and making sure that listen, you got to make money all the way around, right? People think that making money, and I say this all the time, people think that making money is only in the cryptocurrency market. Like I'm telling you, if you're not making money in both places, in both markets, then you're losing. Then you're missing half. You're missing half of your money. Got to diversify your portfolios. I'm well into the green with Roaring Kitty. Nice. I'm glad to hear that, RJ. I always like to hear when people are in the green. So I'm all about diversification and making money. I'm loyal to my pocket, and I know how to make money on both sides of this thing. And you got to be able to make money on both sides of this thing. So, and if you're not, you're losing out, right? That's just my opinion that you're losing out. Like I don't know. I'm invested into a bunch of dividend stocks, and I've been investing into them for years. And when I get my dividends every quarter, and sometimes every month, sometimes they're bigger than what I can make in what I've made in the cryptocurrency market, and that's just steady income. That's steady. That's steady and it's guaranteed. And we all know in the cryptocurrency market, nothing's guaranteed. The only thing that's guaranteed is that you're going to make a little bit of money, that you're going to make some money in some of these tokens, and you're going to get rugged in some of the other ones. That's what's a guarantee. So, you come over here to Coin Market Cap. We're going to go ahead. We're going to look at the cryptocurrency market, see where we stand today, see where we're going. BTC supply. BTC supply shock is coming. Yeah, I agree, RJ. We talked about that before. I think the demand. Here's why I love Bitcoin so much, and here's why people are sleeping on Bitcoin. In where it's headed, is right now you have a big, huge demand for Bitcoin, right? And the supply can basically offset that demand right now, right? Right now it can. And that's why you don't see $100,000 Bitcoin, right? Or $200,000 Bitcoin, because the supply's there. Now, come the halving and you start to cut the supply, the demand's not going to go down. So now you have a shorter supply and a higher demand, and that's what raises the price of any project, is a shorter supply and a higher demand. And with this demand right now for Bitcoin, it's lining up perfect for the halving, because when this thing gets cut, when this supply gets cut, the demand is still going to be high. So you're going to see a big, huge price shock in Bitcoin because of that. And there's no other cryptocurrency on this board who can say that they're going to see that price shock anytime soon. So that's why Bitcoin's in a position to really run. But you look at this market cap sitting at $1.77 trillion right now, continues to go up, just steadily go up. Couple billion a day, just steadily start to climb that ladder a little bit. I do think that we're at the doorsteps of a bull run right now. I think that the bull run is like right there. We're at the first step of that bull run. We talked about this bull run starting the second half of 2024, going into 2025. I still stand by that, but I do think that we're getting ready to step on that first step to that bull run. I think it's, we're going to see that sooner rather than later, but I think the full-fledged bull run is going to start probably second half of 2024. And we'll get into some of the reasons why here in a second, because I did some work on this yesterday, and I kind of like was looking at 25 as being the big run, but I'm really looking now at no one's selling. There's some people that are moving Bitcoin, RJ. There's some people that are moving out of Bitcoin, and it's the institutional investors aren't moving out of Bitcoin yet, but there's a lot of retail that's moving out of Bitcoin right now, and they're moving their money into Ethereum. So people are moving. Some people are moving. But the Bitcoin Fear and Greed Index still sitting at 73. It's looking really good. Bitcoin sitting at 46,000 right now. Definitely traded sideways second half of yesterday. Really started to trade sideways. Still trade sideways this morning, which I don't think is a bad thing. I think this 46,000 to 48,000 is kind of where we're going to trade for a little while, just until we can straighten out these ETFs and really see this money flow really start to flow in. But you look at Ethereum. Ethereum's been on a monster run over the past couple of days, up to $2,622. This thing has been up 16.9% over the past couple of days. And it's all about the next ETF, right? And I put a video out yesterday only because I see a lot of people putting this clickbait out here of whether or not it's going to be Ethereum or XRP as the next ETF. Go back, watch my video. I'll prove out to you that it's going to be Ethereum. XRP will probably be third, but they're not going to jump Ethereum in line. And anybody who's telling you that is full of shit. They're full of crap, because we'll get into this in a minute, but they're not. XRP is not going to jump Ethereum in line. The Ethereum ETFs are already in progress. So I do believe, though, that XRP will be number 3. And the reason is because XRP is safe. It's already won its court case as far as not being a security. It's a safe bet for an ETF, because there's already precedent that it's not a security. So it's safe, right? So what you're seeing right now is you're seeing a lot of retail investment move their money. Some retail investors move their money from Bitcoin down to Ethereum, which is pumping this price, right? That's what's pumping this price, is people are chasing that next ETF move, right? They're trying to get ahead of it. Just gotta do what I've been doing. What I've been doing since 2010, and buy more BTC, right? I agree with you, Somo. I agree. I've been buying the shit out of BTC, right? For a while, every week, regardless of the price. I'm gonna buy BTC if it's 46,000. I'm gonna buy BTC if it's 45,000. I'm buying every single week. The same way I'm buying Ethereum every single week, because I'm setting up for this next ETF run, right? And it's going to be in Ethereum. So I'm buying Ethereum every single week, setting up for this next run. And you can see a lot of other people are setting up for this. Like, it's up 16.9%, right? Like that's not it's not a mistake. I mean, you look at it, the market cap's not saying that there's a ton of new money coming in the market. So people are recycling this money, right? I mean, yes, the market cap goes up a little bit, you know, every day or every couple of days, but it's not enough to bring Ethereum up 16%. So uh, um, a lot of people are moving some money in there. XRP sitting, under 60 cents right now. It's down a little bit today. So, you know, but it did start to it made a recovery. This thing was down to almost 55 cents. It's starting to make a recovery back up to that 60-cent level. That 60-cent level for XRP is huge. It's got to stay above there. Usually when it drops to like 58 cents, it stays in that 50-cent range for a couple days before it regains its legs. Avalanche guys sitting at $38.66. This right here, this project right here, I'm gonna really start to probably buy some Avalanche. I think Avalanche is going to be a major player in this bull run. I'm gonna start buying some more Avalanche. I have a little bit, but not enough to really say, "What's up, Junior? What's up, brother?" But not enough to say that I'm really a true holder. But I'm really gonna start buying some more Avalanche. I think this one's gonna be a big player. Told you guys before that I bought some Doge. I started to buy back into Doge. I'll continue to buy back into Doge, just because I think Doge, Shib, Pepe, Bonk, all have a good 10x in them in a bull run. So I'm gonna start buying them again. I do own Bonk, and now I'm starting to own more Doge. I'm waiting to get into Shib because I think Shib's got some downside and some down pressure in it. But so I'm definitely waiting to get back into them. But them are some pretty safe plays that I'm going into. I'm not into Polkadot, guys, but I'm telling you, we talked about Polkadot on his channel before. Like last week, it was down to $6.99. It's up to $8 right now. Would have been a great swing trade. I didn't pull the trigger on that, but it would have definitely been a great swing trade or a great hold. Polkadot, I think, is going to be okay during the bull run. I don't think that it's going to have this big, huge, massive move to the upside that some of these other tokens are going to have, but I think it's going to be good. It's going to be okay. Polygon's starting to make this run back to the upside, sitting at 91 cents. Almost busted all the way down into that 70-cent level. So it's definitely starting to make a move to the upside again. Want to see it above that dollar mark. I think that's the true value of Polygon, is right around $1 right now. So it'd be nice to see them guys get there. You got Chainlink coming in at 1486, up about 3%. I think that this one right here, Chainlink, a lot of people are sleeping on it. A lot of people don't believe in it. A lot of people are just not even sleeping on it. They're snoring on it. It's I don't know how else to put it. I think people are sleeping on it. I think that'll probably be one of the biggest movers in the bull market. Shib got it zero. Shib reclaimed the zero right here, so sitting at 1019. So definitely, Shib had a nice run with Ethereum. Internet computer guys. I want to get into this ICP, but I'm not going to get into this yet. I think it's oversold and overbought right now. I think that internet computer is going to have a lot of selling pressure in it here pretty soon. I think it's overbought. I think it had a massive run up, and people are going to start taking profits here at some point, and it's going to have a massive run down. It's overbought. So I'm going to wait. I want to get into internet computer, but I'm going to wait. I'm going to hold off, and I'm going to let that sell off happen, and I'll kind of scoop it later on once that sell off happens. But it's definitely going to happen. It just had too big of a run up not to. Filecoin, we talked about Filecoin. Filecoin's another one I think is a little oversold right now. It's up to $6.22. We're talking about this thing at $3. I think it's a little oversold right now. I think it's definitely got some move to the downside in it. But if I get into Filecoin, I'll wait. But I don't like Filecoin supply. I just don't like the fact that they don't have enough of their token in circulating supply. Would just it just what that means is the team can literally dump their tokens on the market anytime they want. I don't like that. I just that's what holds me back on Filecoin. I just don't like the fact that there's not enough of their supply in circulation. Uh, you guys chasing already. Uh, missed missed ICP, missed ICP when it was, yeah, we missed ICP. We missed ICP. But ICP is oversold. ICP will come down. It's oversold. So a lot of people will be taking a lot of profits off of that. So it will come back down. Caspa up to 12 cents right now. Up about 8.6% right now. I've still owned my Caspa. I'm still buying Caspa. I think I'm buying Caspa right around that 10-cent mark. Every time it hits 10 cent, I'm adding to my short-term bag. We got in this thing way back when it was like 7-8 cents. So that's really my long-term bag. So right now I'm building up my short-term bag right around 10-cent area. So what about iCup? I don't know what that one is, Timsky. I think you're trying to play a joke on me, man. Stop. I think you guys are playing a joke on me, man. I ain't read that out loud, so you guys can snip that. But yeah, so I'm still a Caspa guy. Love Caspa, love where they're going, love what they're doing, and I think that thing's gonna fly. Getting down here to Crow. Crow gave up that 10-cent mark. Crow gave up that 10-cent mark, and it hasn't been able to regain it. Right, it really hasn't been able to regain that 10-cent back, getting back up to that 10-cent mark. But definitely, Crow is one of these ones that we're just buying. Right, we're just buying and buying and buying and holding on to because this thing's gonna move, and when it moves, it's gonna go. I'm a believer in Crow. I'm a believer in what they have going on over there. I do think that, believe it or not, I'm gonna say I do think that the Chronos chain needs a good, solid freaking meme coin to make that token move, man. I think a good, solid meme coin play over there that takes off will really make that Chronos chain move and really make that token kind of even more valuable. Kind of freaky to find it kind of freaky to watch someone. Oh boy! All right, Junior, stop looking at me. Oh man, you guys are trying to get me, man. You guys ain't. I'm gonna try to make it a point where you guys ain't gonna clip me, man. You guys ain't gonna get a clip on me, man. So we'll see how good I am at that. Let her hang. Let her hang, Rob. Yeah, well, let her hang, man. But you look at the bubbles sitting on a day. A lot of red up here. Market was down yesterday. It took a little bit of a hit yesterday. It looks like when you come over to the hour, same thing. It looks a little red this morning. I'll tell you what it was actually moving yesterday. It was like Blur and eHex. The whole Hex network was moving yesterday, and moving early this morning as well. So I don't know what's going on over there at the Hex headquarters over there and what they got rolling out, but everything Hex was moving yesterday. Blur, eHex, Hex, it was all on a nice run up. So they got something going on over there. And not quite sure what it is, but they definitely got something going on over there. Timsky, too. Time to wake the fuck up. It's time to wake the fuck up. That RJ Kitty looked looked red. Everything looked red yesterday. I mean, you look at EHEX over here, it's up 8.9% on the day. It was up way more than that. Yesterday and early this morning. So it's starting to come back a little bit, but Blur was killing it too. So yesterday, so something going on over there at the Hex headquarters. So like I said, I am waiting for Jerome. I am waiting for Gary Gensler to get on over here to MSNBC, CNBC. He's supposed to be doing some interview. I want to hear what this jackass got to say. But the crypto bulls see Bitcoin flying above the 100K mark after ETF approval. This report coming from CNBC early this morning. They're talking about crypto Bitcoin going to 100K by the end of the year. Just because of the ETFs, they're just talking ETF money, right? So that's all we're talking about here is this ETF money, and a lot of these bulls see 100K. You know what? Do I see 100K by the end of this year? I don't know. I think it's possible, right? I think it's definitely possible. I definitely think we're going to break that 100K mark in 2025. Will it get here by the end of 2024? There's an argument to be had that it will. There's definitely an argument to a legitimate argument that we could see 100K this year, and I can't argue with what they're saying. The fundamentals are there. The fundamentals are there. The supply is there. Because the supply is about to get cut, so the supply is in their favor, the demand's in their favor. The ETF rollouts in their favor. I can't argue against that. I'm not ready to say that yet, but definitely by the end of 2024, I could see that. I could see this happening, right? I could see BTC getting to 100K. So what did we do yesterday? $4.6 billion worth of trading volume. And Grayscale led the way, right? Grayscale dominated this trading volume yesterday for the Bitcoin ETFs. But the key right here is right here. Amongst all of them, it's $4.6 billion worth of money that was flowing through these ETFs on the first day of launch, right? That's a ton of money, right? That's a ton of money on day one, right? And this you have this much money flowing through your spot Bitcoin ETFs, and they haven't even hit your retirement plans yet. They really haven't hit the major companies yet that start to offer these to their employees, things like that. So this is just all retail investment coming in at $4.6 billion worth of volume, right? So looking at this futuristically, what's going to happen when these things start to get into your retirement plans? They start to get into these big companies. You're going to see $4.6 billion a day is going to be nothing compared to when that money starts flowing in, because you think about how you actually are allocating your money to your retirement plans, where these will end up in your retirement plans. You're doing that every single pay, and with that, you're going to see more and more money start to flow through these ETFs, guys. So this $4.6 billion, I mean, I think Bloomberg, we were on here the other day, we reported that Bloomberg said $4 billion. So it beat them projections by $0.6 billion. I thought that Bloomberg was pretty on point. I said that on here, right around 4 to 5 billion is what I thought was going to come into the market with these ETFs as well. So definitely look at the amount of money that's flowing through there on day one. That's just craziness. So you always want to evaluate how they did on day one. Day one, they knocked it out of the park, right? $4.6 billion. They knocked it out of the park, man. And that's all retail money. So definitely got to look at that. So let's talk about Ethereum ETFs for a minute. And like I said earlier when we were talking, let's just put this argument to bed right now. Ethereum ETF will be next. I know some people are talking about an XRP ETF beating Ethereum ETF to the market. It's not going to happen. It's just fundamentally, it's not going to happen. Ethereum's going to be next. We look at Coin Market Cap over here talking about Ethereum spot ETF. Could be next, according to Bloomberg analysts. You know, this makes a lot of sense why Ethereum should be next, and it should be next, right? I said Bitcoin should be first, Ethereum should be second, and it just makes sense, right? When you look at the Hinman emails, you look at all that, Ethereum was considered a non-security. It's pretty much safe to go ahead and start this ETF with. It's pretty much safe to say that Ethereum is going to be here. It's going to be around. It's not going anywhere. And the supply and demand is there for Ethereum. So you're going to see probably about the same money rolling into these Ethereum ETFs as you're going to see that as was rolled into the spot Bitcoin ETFs. So, you know, how can we put this argument to bed from all the clickbait out there? It's simple. It really is pretty simple. Let me get here. Let me get to where I want to get to. Let me find my spot. Lost my spot. Because I just tell you, we'll go ahead and move right over here. Because you look at these big players like Grayscale, BlackRock, VanEck, iShares, all these guys right here, they've already applied for a spot Ethereum ETF, right? So VanEck is the first one that applied, right? You guys probably can't see this chart, but VanEck was the first one that applied. They actually applied on Christmas, 12/25. They applied for the spot Bitcoin BTF, spot Ethereum ETF, and they're up for review on May 23rd, right? So that's the next key date. What's up, Brian? How are you? Good morning, brother. So the key date that we have to look at is May 23rd. This is when the SEC has to make a decision on whether or not they're going to approve or disapprove a spot Ethereum ETF, or they would need more information, right? And then you look at 21 shares is coming the day after that, you know, all the way down through to Fidelity being the last one that applied, and they applied on January 2nd, it looks like, and their application is set to be reviewed in August, right? So, but the key is VanEck, because what the SEC says about VanEck spot Ethereum ETF and whether they approve it or whether they need more information or whether they send it back or whatever they do, the rest of these guys will fall in line. You know, BlackRock's in here. Everybody that applied for the spot Bitcoin ETF is definitely in here. So when you look at it, this is one of the reasons why I say when people start to talk about whether or not an XRP ETF will beat an Ethereum ETF, nobody's applied for an XRP ETF up to this point. Now, Grayscale, I believe, will be the first one to apply for a spot XRP ETF. They will, I think that they will apply for it. I think they'll probably be the first ones to apply for it. And it'll probably happen relatively soon here, but they're not going to jump Ethereum in line. You know, Ethereum's process is already underway. They're not going to jump them in line. It's not going to happen. So, but this is why you see all the money pouring into Ethereum, is because these spot ETFs have already started. They're already in the process. They're already in process. They're already getting ready to move, you know, as far as the approval process. So, you know, there it is. You know, that's the beginning, middle, and end that argument. Um, say the gonna be gonna be yeah, I'm not Timsky. You keep trying to get me, man. Uh, keep trying to get me, man. I can't. I can't wait for the XRP ETF. I think it's coming. I think the XRP ETF's coming. I don't want people to get blinded by this whole thing that the XRP ETF is next. It's not next. It's not. The Ethereum ETF is already in progress. It's already underway. It's already started. The process has already started. Everything has already started for this. XRP is not going to come in here like like on a white horse and all of a sudden jump Ethereum for the next ETF. It's just not going to happen. But I do believe that they're going to be the third ETF that's approved because they're safe. They're already deemed a non-security. It's safe for them guys to go ahead and get an ETF. So I think that they'll be third. I think it'll go Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP. Uh, I thought BlackRock already had one drawn up. Yeah, for XRP. They may have one drawn up, but they didn't submit it. I think Grayscale will be the first one to submit the XRP ETF. I think that they'll lead the way. They've already relisted them in their trading portfolio for their high risk crypto assets. Um, so they've taken Polygon out of that mix and they put in XRP. They put XRP back in that trading portfolio and took Matic out. So I do think that they'll be next. I think that I mean first. I think that Grayscale will be first. Probably BlackRock and Fidelity. All the same players will probably apply for the XRP ETF. All the same players that applied for the Bitcoin spot ETF that now you guys can see in clear day, as clear as you can possibly see, that these guys have already applied for this spot Ethereum ETF. Um, I think the same players will apply for the spot XRP ETF as well. Um, I can see that. I can see all the same players jumping in that game. So, but we'll see. It's not even a matter of who's first. I think we're going to see the same thing with these spot Ethereum ETFs that we've seen with the spot Bitcoin ETFs. I think that the SEC will drag this thing out long enough that they'll just go ahead and approve them all. And we got to get to some of this approval process because Gary had something to say about the spot Bitcoin ETF approval process, right? He had something to say. He's not ready to lay it down yet. He's not ready to lay it down. He's not ready to jump on board. And here's his reasoning behind the approval of the spot Bitcoin ETFs was basically that he was forced to approve these by the court of law. We all know that Grayscale took the SEC to court and they won in court to get their spot Bitcoin ETF approved and ready to go and on the market. And what Gary's saying now, what Dirty Gary's saying now is that this is the reason why he had to approve these spot Bitcoin ETFs. If this never happened, he would have never approved them, right? So here's what we have. We're going to have a situation. This is me talking, in my opinion only. We're going to have a situation where I think that one of these major firms are going to take the SEC back to court for the spot Ethereum ETF. I think that that's going to happen. And they're probably going to win. And it's going to force the SEC's hand again to have to approve the spot Ethereum ETFs, right? I don't think that Dirty Gary and his crew are just going to come out and approve the spot Ethereum ETFs. I don't think they're going to come out and approve any spot cryptocurrency ETF, right? Without going to court and making the court tell them that they have to, right? So I think that they're going back to court. Uh, Gary's just a Gary's just a butt. Gary's just a loser, butthead loser, and Binance 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 jitter. I agree, Tisky. I agree, man. I agree wholeheartedly. But I do think this is what it's going to take. It's going to take somebody else. Will it be Grayscale that takes the SEC back to court for the Ethereum ETF? I don't know. It'll be one of these big firms that takes them. I don't know if it'll be Grayscale. I don't know if it'll be BlackRock. I don't know if it'll be. It probably won't be Fidelity. Fidelity doesn't really put itself out there like that. They just kind of go with the flow, and let everybody else fight the battle, and then they just come in later on and get their applications approved. But it's going to be somebody. Somebody's going to have to take the SEC to court, and it'll happen. That'll be the next big news story, is that the SEC is going to court over a spot Ethereum ETF. And then the news story after that will be that the SEC is going to court over a spot XRP ETF. And the story is going to go on and on and on until we get somebody in there that isn't completely against cryptocurrency. But this story, the saga, is going to continue on all the way through this process, right? But I do think that Gary's not going to give up his fight. So he didn't want to do this. He didn't want this approval to happen. He saying that his hand was forced by the court. So they're going to force his hand again, is what's going to end up happening, because there's too much money to be made. These big guys with all this money, there's just too much money that when you look at it is on the line here. I mean, you look at that $4.6 billion in one day. These big players aren't going to let this money just slide by without getting their cut. And if that means they have to spend a couple dollars in court fighting this Yahoo over whether or not they should be approved or not, this goofy clown here, whether they got to fight him in court or not, then they'll do that. They'll do that for that money. So it'll happen. But that's how we're going to get the next spot Ethereum ETF approved right there. So on this Friday, before I let you guys go, let's look and see where some of these meme coins are. Let's look and see where we are at some of these lower market cap tokens that we look at every day. Dog sitting at 20119. We're looking at the day charts here. So you guys see that this thing has been consolidating down here over the day for a little while. Can't wait until we get on in altcoin mixed bag ETF. I can't wait either. I want to see somebody launch a ETF with like Solana, AVAX, and a whole bunch of these altcoins all mixed in one ETF. I can't wait till we get a meme coin ETF either, with SHIB and Doge and Pepe and Bonk and all that all in an ETF as well. I think that's going. I think all of that stuff is coming. I think it's all coming in the SEC. Here's the bottom line. The SEC is dumb if they don't approve these, because they want to argue whether or not crypto's a security or whether or not crypto's a commodity, right? Here's the thing. The spot Bitcoin ETFs really are now, they're overseen by the SEC, the Security and Exchange Commission, right? So now if they just allow BlackRock, Fidelity, and everybody else to go out here and buy up all the Bitcoin that's out there, then all of a sudden your big players own all the Bitcoin, and now it's being traded on the stock market as a spot, ETF, then you don't have to worry whether or not it's a security or a commodity, because your spot ETFs are already ran by, the SEC, which is the Securities Exchange Commission. So technically, if they buy up 90% of the supply, you're running Bitcoin as a security anyways, right? And it'd be the same thing with Ethereum, right? So you can get to the end goal of allowing it to be a security without calling it a security just by approving the spot market. What does it matter? What does it matter? Just just trade the shit. Right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. Just trade it, pay your taxes on it. The rest doesn't matter. But dog sitting there here, 2 zeros, 1-2-1-9. The day chart says that it's trading sideways for the last probably 8 or 9 days. So there's really not a lot to talk about there. It's trading sideways. There's really not a lot of price action going on right there. We look at Pepe. We look at Pepe. Pepe. Here's the difference, guys. You see where your lower meme cap tokens are at, right? And then you look at where Pepe's trading on the daily, right? You look at how it's trading on the daily. That chart looks completely different than the one that we just looked at, right? So literally, if you bought this dip right here, and you rode this dip up, and even if you rode it down and you rode it across, you made more money investing in Pepe than you did investing in a lower market cap token. It's just the charts don't lie. People can tell you what they want to tell you, but just go back and look at the chart. Alliance block sitting at 14 cents. Told you guys about this one at, I don't know. I want to say 7 cents. Maybe even lower than that. Been covering it for over a year now. This thing has been absolutely on a tear. I'm still buying at that 10-cent level as well, adding to my bag on there. And that thing's just been on an absolute monster run. You would have made a ton of money if you got in when we were talking about getting in. Bone just continues to sit in this 65 to 70 cent level. I don't know. I still think that Bone's going back down to 30 cents, and then we'll look at adding Bone back to the bag at 30 cents. I just don't think that it's got the legs in it to withstand some of these other altcoins that are out here. I think the money flow is probably going to start coming out of Bone. It's probably going to start going to Ethereum, Solana, everywhere else. And that thing's going to take a dip, and then we'll look at it. Main sitting at 1 cent, 1193. Again, you look at this big run up here. It had people taking profits right here after the run. Had a nice tried to recover here about 2 weeks ago. Had a run down, traded sideways ever since. Up down, basically as you would expect. Now it looks like it had it set another run here the other day, and then you have people taking profits, right? So the chart's really struggling to get past that 1.314 mark. If you put it there, it's struggling to hold past this 1 cent 3 mark. It seems like every time it gets there, it thing goes down. Waddy, what's up? What's up? Love your voice. What's up, Waddy? What's up, brother? Up, down, Daniel. Yeah, it is what it is. Like, it gets to this 1 cent 1.3 mark, and it bottoms out. Like, people, that's where profit taking happens in that token. So you got to be aware of that. You buy the dip, sell it at the 1.3 mark. It's that simple. Jasmine sitting at 205,836. Man, what a swing trade you guys could have had here, right? Coming all the way down here, running up into the 7s, running back down. If you would have bought here right around that 0.4 mark couple days ago, definitely on the uphill, and you could have been looking at your exit point for your short-term trade coming within the next couple days. I put a post out I want to say yesterday, day before, where there's a strong argument, and based on the chart, there's a strong argument that Jasmine could be at a penny within the next 6 months. Go take a look at that chart that I put on X. There's a strong argument to be made. There's a strong argument to be made that Jasmine could be at the penny within the next 6 months. You know, I'm not ready to say that. I'm not ready to put that out there yet, but I was looking at the chart and it makes a lot of sense. Raphael, good morning, brother. Good morning, good morning, good morning, my brother. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Man, big watch dude getting on, Waddy a little bit. Yes. Diaz, Raphael. But yeah, there's a strong argument to be made. I would suggest you guys go back and you guys look at that chart that I put on X. There's a strong argument to be made within the next 6 months that Jasmine can be at a penny. I think it can happen. I think it very well may happen. And when we talk about these ETFs, right? One of the things that nobody talks about, everybody's so concentrated on the United States approving these ETFs and everything else. And I had this conversation, I think it was with Rob. I can't remember who I had this conversation with, but Hong Kong is getting ready to they're taking applications for crypto ETFs. So you got to think of this thing worldwide, right? And the impact that these spot ETFs can have worldwide, right? Like Timsky would tell you, like there's already one in Canada, right? Which is great because that's eating up some of that supply, right? And then you start to roll these things out in these other countries, and Hong Kong's a huge country to roll this thing out in. You're going to start eating up more and more of that supply, right? All right, Junior, man, have a great day. You're going to start eating up more and more of that supply, right? So as you start eating up more and more of that supply, it's so much better. What's the deal? What's the deal with the Jasmine wallet? You were talking. Yeah, Jasmine's gonna come out with their own wallet. It's gonna be a Web3 wallet. It's already basically, from what I understand and from everything that I read, it's already developed. It's already it's in its final testing phases. But understand that Jasmine's coming out with its layer 2 blockchain. It's also coming out with its wallet, right? And I guess there's going to be a lot of things inside of that wallet that you're going to be able to do with the Jasmine token or the soon to be Jasmine coin. That is going to really help move that Jasmine price forward. I'm assuming it's going to be, they haven't really released the details yet, but my thought is it's going to be based around gaming and all Web3 type of stuff. And because Jasmine has so many partnerships that I think some of these partners are going to actually be inside of this wallet as well. So I think it's going to be built around that Web3, with that Web3 environment, but they're getting ready to release that here pretty soon. It's going to be released before the blockchain. And with Jasmine, you got 3 major catalysts that are coming this year. You have the wallet release, you have the lockup, and you have the blockchain, the layer 2 blockchain is coming out. They're all coming out this year. They're all set to be released in 2024, which is why when people talk about a price prediction for Jasmine and they say it's a penny by, in 6 months, I say that's very well possible if these even 2 of these 3 things come out in the first 6 months of the year. It's to the moon. It's to the moon. We're a small country. We're a small country, but we have a lot of money. You're right, Timsky. You do. Canadians have a ton of money, and what's key in these spot Bitcoin, Ethereum, it's just spot cryptocurrency, markets in general is you have the United States now with the spot Bitcoin ETF. It's going to eat up a ton of that supply. You have Canada. It already ate up a portion of that Bitcoin supply. Now you're talking about Hong Kong getting ready to release these spot ETFs for cryptocurrency. It's going to eat up some of that supply, right? So the more and more countries that start to approve these spot trading platforms, you're starting to eat up some supply, and it all matters. If the U.S. said yes, yes, everyone else will follow. Yeah, everybody usually does follow the United States, Wadi. But I think the problem here is Hong Kong doesn't, in the Asian nations, like they don't want the U.S. to beat them to the punch, right? So I'm a believer that Hong Kong's a big player, and I think that because the United States beat them to the punch with the spot Bitcoin ETFs, I can see them approving their spot Bitcoin ETFs, their spot Ethereum ETFs, and some altcoins all at the same time, because they want to be the leader in in everything financial, right? So the quicker that they can beat the United States to the punch, that puts them in more of a power player position. So I can see them guys doing a mass approval and just blowing this thing out of the water. Smaller countries like Canada can afford to risk a little more. Yeah, smaller countries like Canada can afford to risk a little bit more, and the regulations are already in place in Canada. That's the one thing that the Canadian market has. The Canadian market has beat the United States to the cryptocurrency regulation piece of that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why you see a lot of these companies, XRP, for example, it opened up huge offices in Canada. Why? Because there's regulatory clarity there, right? You see Coinbase, they opened up trading in Canada. Why? Because there's regulatory clarity. The same with crypto.com. They're over there in Canada. Why? Regulatory clarity. You're going to start to see this more and more. So, some of these smaller countries can pull things off a lot sooner than the United States. We here in the United States like to think that we're the leader and everything, and when you really look at it, we're really behind on a lot of stuff. 10-cent JSB incoming. I think 10-cent JSB incoming. 2025. I definitely can see us getting to a penny, pretty quick. Elizabeth Warren and Gary Gensler took a big L. Yeah. And Gary's coming out and saying, the only reason that he approved that spot Bitcoin ETF was because the court, well, basically the Grayscale case forced him to. It's just Binance and MEXC. I can't use. Yeah. Okay, so you can't use Binance. Yeah, Binance got thrown out of Canada. It's one of the countries they got thrown out of. Binance, not their track record right now with getting thrown out of countries is pretty freaking good. So you guys, I put a video out yesterday about Stewie. A lot of stuff coming. Not gonna really go over this chart too much because it's just trading sideways. But there is a lot of stuff coming. Marketing is really gonna start ramping up pretty soon, and you guys take that for what it's worth. I can't tell you what to do with that, but there's a lot of stuff coming, man. A lot of stuff coming. Because RJ's in the room, we got to go over to Kitty, man. We got to go over to Kitty, sitting at 302034. Didn't have a great day yesterday with this red candle. Looks like it's 2 days ago. Looks like it's had somewhat of a recovery yesterday. Looks like it's going to start today with a green candle. So the kitties looking okay. What concerns me about the kitty is right here. This 387 holder count been sitting there for a while. adding holders. That's my issue. That's my issue with the kitty. I have a couple other issues with the kitty too. Some of the faces that are on the kitty are a little suspect. Gary Gensler and Elizabeth Warren have a deep, have a deep have a deep Satoshi. Yo, I'm telling you, man, Elizabeth Warren is only mad because she got wrecked, man, in FTX, man. She got wrecked. But the kitty's doing all right, man. The kitty's doing all right, man. I ain't gonna bust on RJ too much. The kitty's doing all right, man. Gotta add some more holders, man. But the kitty's not bad. You have an issue with the post there. There's just some people over there, man, and I think I think that there's some people over there inside of this project that little suspect, man. They're just a little suspect, man. But 387 holders, man. We've been hovering around this 387, 385 mark for a while. Daily volume sitting at about 1.3K. So, I mean, it is what it is. They look like they're starting today on a green candle. I don't have any money invested in it, so it doesn't affect me one way or the other, whether or not it goes up or goes down. I don't have any money in it, but it is what it is. Neuroni, 36 cents, guys. Neuroni's doing well. It's hanging in there, waiting to roll out its main utilities. It's coming. There's a lot of things that are going on over there. I'm holding my Neuroni, sitting there pretty strong at 36 cents. The thing about Neuroni is it's one of these projects that's a low market cap project, and you either believe or you don't, right? And if you don't, you don't, and if you do, you do. And at the end of the day, if they're able to pull off what they say they're going to pull off, if you didn't believe, you'll be sorry. If you did believe, you're going to be good. And if you buy in the middle, you'll probably still be good too. Unodex, doing really well. Sitting at 4 cents, 4242. So definitely a newer project. You guys want to try out Unodex? Link is in the description below. Go ahead and hit that link. Here's my man Seiko, Lord Kitty. Yo, man, I didn't talk too bad about your project today. I'm pretty sure he did. He didn't get the joke. I got the joke, man, but I've been on that project. I've been on that project for a couple of days now. So I'm just going back off that project and let them do what they do, man. I'm gonna let them do what they do, and it is what it is. But Unodex, guys, doing really, really well. 4242. This token is this project, not even necessarily the token, the project itself is like a project that's not even out there yet. This project is the first of its kind. Nobody else is doing what Unodex is doing. And if there is a project that's doing what Unodex is doing, send it to me because I'll invest in it. But nobody is doing what Unodex is doing. Unodex is a complete DeFi platform. You can do everything that you can do on a centralized exchange on Unodex, completely decentralized. It's the platform's still in beta, so they're running through stuff still. They're changing the wording on a couple things. There's some boxes that need to be fillable that they're changing up. On there and making them fillable so that you're able to put prices and things in there and things like that in there. But definitely there's nobody. Like, people can say what they want about Unodex, Neuroni, all that stuff, right? But the technology will speak for itself. Unodex is rolling on its own Ethereum node. It's got a sniper bot. built into it already. And there's nobody else out there who's doing it. You can tell which project Daniel likes. You can, if I believe in you, I believe in you. You call it riding the balls if you want. I call it making money. Uh, now you're making excuses. Nah, I ain't making excuses, man. I just not. The kitty's the kitty, right? Um, damn, Daniel, you need some puss. No, man. I said what I said about Roaring Kitty. I stand by it. It is what it is. I have my own feelings about the project. I put them out there. I did what I said what I said, and nothing's changed. So why do I keep just saying the same thing over and over again every day? It is what it is. They're not. Yeah. It's a meme token. It's a meme token that struggles to get new holders, and some of the reason why they struggle to get new holders is from the people that are the face of the project. And it is what it is, and they can either fix it or not fix it, or be happy with it or not be happy with it. But at the end of the day, that's up to them. I'm not invested in it. I don't own one token. I never have. I didn't buy in at launch. I didn't swing trade it. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything with it. I don't own it. So I'm not one of the people that are a holder. So I won't be a holder as long as there's certain people over there. I won't buy it. I don't care if the project 1,000x's. I won't buy it. So you know, but Unodex is doing its thing, man. You guys should try it. I haven't used Uniswap since Unodex came out. My gas fees are lower. My speeds are higher, and I'm trading at a way higher speed than anybody who's using Uniswap. If you don't believe me, click that link below. Go try it out. I'm not, and then you come back here and you tell me what you think. But I'm telling you, it'll blow Uniswap speeds and the amounts per transaction. It'll blow it out of the water. And you don't gotta listen to what I say. Just go try it yourself. That's it. Because here's the difference. When you have projects that launch with utility, then that's very much different than projects where you have to sit on it and wait forever for utility to come out. I'm done with them projects. Like I'm done. If you don't have enough money to come out and launch with utility, then I don't have enough money to invest in you. If you're a utility project, there's obviously different for memes, right? Different concept for memes who aren't promising anything. But if you're a utility token and you launch and you're promising all this utility, you're not going to fund your development on my back, right? If you're a real project and you're a true project, you'll launch because you have enough capital to build out your utility before you launch. If you don't have enough capital to build out your utility before you launch, there's your first red flag, because they need your money to finish their dream, right? I don't want to fund your dream. I want you to roll your dream out, and then I'll decide whether or not I want to invest in your dream, right? But I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna fund your dream. Nobody funded my dream. You know what I mean? Nobody came to me and said, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? Here, let me give you some money. It's not the way the world works, and I'm just not doing. I'm not doing that anymore. Like, we've all been wrecked in that arena, and you can continue to get wrecked in that arena, or you can, come on over and say, we're done with that, right? We're done with that. But at the end of the day, that choice is yours. But I'm not getting wrecked. MMAI had a good day yesterday. I own MMAI. I don't even know what happened over there. but they had a good day yesterday. You know, I don't know what they said. I don't know what happened over there, but they actually had a good day. They're actually up. So, hopefully the wallet's coming out. The wallet's been coming out since March. Hopefully the wallet's coming out. Hopefully that's why they had a good day. Um, I want nothing more than the wallet to come out, right? That's what I'm waiting for, right? But so hopefully it come out. Lord Kitty to the motherfucking moon. Yeah, Lord Kitty to the moon. Hopefully the wallet came out, or has a date. I want nothing more than the wallet to come out. I'm looking to make money on my investment too. Uh, never did get into MMAI when what for what for you what for you what do you think? You were probably smart to not get in when everybody else got in, Timsky. You can get in much cheaper now. I mean, pre-sale. The pre-sale launched at 3031. It's at 3015. So, you get double the tokens you would have got at pre-sale right now. You get double the tokens you would have got at pre-sale right now, or somewhere in there. Somewhere in there. You get double. So the people that don't make a shit ton of money off of MAI are the ones who are getting in now. The price is so down from where it launched in pre-sale. Like the people that don't make money are the ones that'll get in now. It's not the people who got in on pre-sale. It's not the people who got in on launch, unless they spent a shit ton of money DCAing down. You know, I refuse to buy anymore until wallet comes out. Until the wallet comes out, I refuse to buy anymore. And the strong, yeah, big watch. The Stronghold project. I got into that the other day, brother. I said on stream that I bought some the other day. I bought it on Unodex. I bought it the other day. Is going to be MMAI's competition. I bought some of the Stronghold project the other day, man, and I'll continue to buy it. I'm gonna continue. I should have bought that project a long time ago, and I slept on it. I faded on it, and I definitely missed where I should have got in it, but I'm definitely buying it, man. I'm buying it right on Unodex. Thank you, Timsky. Seiko called that other project early too. Like he's like, nah, he wasn't gonna get in. I'm gonna do a good fun a GoFundMe a GoFundMe page for my dreams. Yeah, that just invest in some of these meme tokens. It is a GoFundMe. It is a GoFundMe. If you're investing in some of these tokens who are promising you hopes and dreams, literally it is a GoFundMe. That's what you're doing. I'm just patient. Yeah, you are. You played that one right, man. We gotta get these guys in Advantis. I've used Advantis. I like Advantis. Advantis is probably the leading contract reader right now. I missed it. I missed it too, and Ripple has some low key involvement. Yeah, that's what I hear. I haven't seen anything that confirmed that Ripple has some low key involvement in Stronghold, but I've heard that. I've heard that. Seiko, Lord Kitty switches profile. Give me $50. Give me $50. Give me $50. There's that token. Give me $50. I got to get out of here today, guys. I got to get my ass to work. I'm already late. But I got to get my butt to work. But all right, guys, man, it's been great, man. It's Friday. Remember that the stock market is closed on Monday. It's going to be a long weekend. During these long weekends, we usually see cryptocurrency move to the upside. We usually see it move to the upside pretty good during these long weekends. So be prepared. Be safe out there. Don't believe the hype. The Ethereum ETF is next. Quit clicking on this clickbait and let people tell you Ripple's next. It's not about who's next. It's just about that we get them approved. But definitely Ethereum's next. That's why you see the money movement going into Ethereum. You should be, I'm buying Bitcoin, I'm buying Ethereum every week. You load up on your bags, load up and make sure that you got what you need for this market. I think we're right at the doorsteps of this bull market. I think we're right there at getting ready to step up on that first step. I think we're there, guys. But everybody have a great weekend. Everybody be safe. I'll be in the middle of a blizzard, so I may actually be doing some lives this weekend because I'm not gonna be able to go anywhere. So, but everybody have a great time, great long weekend. I hope you're not working. Selmo, man, so glad you stopped by, man. Like I said, we were just talking about you the other day, wondering where you were at. But man, I hope you're safe. I know you're out here, roughly same geographic location as I am. So I hope you're safe, man, and buckle in for the weekend. Should be pretty interesting around these parts. So you guys have a great day. Appreciate you. Have a great weekend. You'll probably see me this weekend live on stream. I'll probably pop up with some live. So be ready. Hit that notification bell. Keep it on because I'll be in the middle of a blizzard. So it's not like I'm going to be going anywhere doing anything. So might as well just come out here and hang out with the fellas. So everybody have a great day and be smart, be safe. Don't get rugged and make sure you're spending money in good projects. Quit giving your money away to these devs that don't give a shit about you. So at the end of the day, be smart, be safe, and protect your crypto, guys. All right, I'm out.